Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work. You need somebody?
When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth. Feel like it's pulling my tooth, and what's done in the dark slowly letting me loose. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no proof. Picture me, tossing in my sleep. I'm fighting demons alone, she hugging me, screaming we. Picture somebody bringing life to your life. Got the plug, told Virgil, right wife for my wife. Nigga, easy.
All right, we back with part 2, parent accountability. We're gonna be giving the lessons that we learned so we can move through life listenably.
Indeedy.
With this part 2, because I feel like it got a little heated at the end of part 2. We was moving a little bit of furniture.
Sorry.
For what? And that's okay. We're gonna move some more furniture. we gonna get right into it. Why is it that the bad trait is always from the opposite parent?
Because parents don't take accountability.
I was about to say I can't speak on, because even after my mom and pop got divorced when I was like 18, 19, they never did that. So I honestly can't speak on that. Sorry.
Prideful.
I mean, so can you do me a favor?
So
I'm letting you control this particular branch, because this is when we had our production meeting. This is definitely something that you brought to the table. Because I honestly, and unfortunately Monty's not here, she can't speak on it. I've never actually had this happen.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had this happen. Because again, like I said, I'm 180%, 180 opposite of my pop.
Well,
So my mom has never said, you get that shit from your dad.
Like Aunt say, y'all decent. I think it's lack of accountability. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can't say, "Yo, this is me" in a situation. A lot of people just can't say that. They're not going to admit it. Mm. So if you do something bad, you just like your dad. You just like your mom. Well, you married the motherfucker, so whose fault is that?
True.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's like y'all married each other. So who, come on, bro, get out my face. Go sit down. I'm like y'all. But yeah, no matter. Don't want to admit it.
Solid. So this one is
Whoa.
This is deep. So we're gonna go into
I low-key needed you to explain when you said this one too. Or you said this one, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I needed you. Yes. I said save it for the pod, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So why him? And him meaning anything over me, your own flesh and blood, goes back to Uncle Johnny. You don't want to talk. You picking Uncle Johnny and paying the rent over protecting your kid.
Yeah.
You are taking my birthday money out of my card that grandma gave me so you can go get that hit. What's wrong?
Boy,
You good?
You choose him over me. Yo, flesh and blood.
What movie was that?
Baby Boy. It was Baby Boy for sure.
Cause I saw it, I'm just like, this nigga tripping.
He hit that nigga so hard. He had that nigga stupid. You over me. You flesh and blood. And then 30 seconds later. Hey mama, when the nigga start hitting on you, don't call me.
When you start beating your ass.
When you start beating your ass, don't call me. That was deep though, cause that's how the big brother got killed.
Yeah.
She kicked him out because she chose that nigga over him, and main man started whooping on his mom. And Jody was small, so he couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but my whole thing is like you see shit like this, you hear about shit like this. When people are choosing other things over their child's well-being, their child's mindset.
I can honestly say that my mom never did that.
I agree. I know that our parents has never done that.
And I don't include work because she needed work. She need you choose to work, but now that I'm older, you working because you was a single parent, you needed money.
Facts.
So I don't even consider that, but I never. So I didn't experience that.
I know that we normally speak off experiences and lessons that we have learned. But let's just speak on how we feel about that. About like how we feel about the generalization of when you hear it in the news or you hear it on the radio, you read it and you see you see shit. How do you feel when you see that? Damn, she really pimping her daughter out so she can get high, or damn, she really doing this over her kid when her kid told her that this nigga was filling up on her or beating her. How do you feel when you hear this or see something like that?
This might sound a little crazy. I've only seen it in like movies and stuff. I've only seen it in a form of entertainment. So it's like, wow, that's crazy. But then it's like when you're watching it, you see it in the form of entertainment. It's like, all right, so at what point is this, that, and third going to happen? So it never like really affected me, like in that manner. Like,
I could put myself in this mindset and think about it, but I'm not gonna do it because it's, and I'm gonna beep that part out because I don't want that shit to get out. And
respect.
Yeah, but we could talk about it all, Karen, but just off of what I've seen through him, that is the reason why he feels as a fucking 10 years old, he gotta be protective. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how he got that, Issa is fucking 4 inches taller than T.Y., but he's the one who felt like he gotta protect Issa.
But I think
it's like because of that, he has to now live in this space where my house is the only time he don't have to do that because I'm here. But I'm quite sure if I was not here, then he would be the same way with Shar.
I think you instilled that in him, though.
I don't think I did. I think the fact that I appreciate it, though. But
I'll tell you why afterwards, but
I just think that the fact that he had no choice because he had to live in that for a year and a half without me. So after seeing every fucking thing for a year and 4 months, it was like, this is who I am. And it just so happened to like, damn, now my dad is my safe haven, so I don't gotta be that no more. You know what I'm saying? But as his dad is like, damn, everywhere else outside of life, he has to turn that on. You know what I'm saying? That make me feel, as a parent, like the accountability part. Like, that's why I said I feel like that on last joint. Like, I feel like with those things, like, I could have prevented that.
So, the reason why I say that you instilled that in him, I really want you to sit back and think about you. You are a natural born protector, right? You might be the guy, the life of the party, right? Crack jokes, have fun. But you're always making sure that people are good first before you do any of that, right? And I've watched you and T.Y. for years, and of course, and it's small stuff. Yo, get dressed. We're going such and such. Cool. Yo, get in the car. Put the seatbelt on. Like stuff like that. Natural born protector. So
to the point where I pick him up. And he'll put his seatbelt on, and then the thing will go off for too much for him. He'd be like, "You're not gonna put your seatbelt on."
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I be sitting there like,
right. So you've instilled all of that in him. Then he gets to that point, like even when you said like how he's with the kids at school, stuff like that. Right. But that's how you was too. I don't know if you remember it now. Like you made sure everybody was good.
I did.
Everybody would crack jokes. Can nobody talk? Don't leave Harry alone. Harry was the shirt boy. Leave Harry alone.
Damn.
Exactly. No, that's my man. And I was like, shut up. But he was my guy. Like that's how you were. So then you figure, fast forward, now he's in a predicament where he has to be protective of his siblings because the main man, as well as his mom, right? But even before that, when he was with Shar, he was being protective of Shar too.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So you instilled it in him. You just didn't think that, and it was maybe it was subconscious.
You're right. I ain't look at it like that.
But now it's like, all right, my dad taught me how to survive because it's a point of survival as well. Now I can survive and maneuver this way to make sure this is good.
Sidebar. Keep this in mind for the when I feel like I'm a bad husband episode, because that is like one of them things, like when you feel like you're a protector, a physical protector, but what about being a mental or an emotional protector? So damn, that's all. We got 4 branches for the episode already.
No, you better you better write them down now. I'm gonna tell you now.
Damn, wish Monty was here. Monty, we miss you.
Miguel ain't remembering.
I'll write it down when I'm at an episode. Yeah. But yeah,
when you're home, not when you're in the car.
Touche. But
or the truck.
Sidebar. Did I tell y'all? No, I'm playing.
But yeah, man, I never looked at it like that.
Yeah,
I never looked at it like that.
You're a protector. You told him I'd be a protector.
When it comes to that, as someone who doesn't have kids, someone who has nieces and nephews and stuff like that, I would never allow my sisters or anyone that I'm close to pick something over their kid. The kid is innocent. They didn't ask to be here. Whether it was a moment of weakness, if it was planned, or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to let you sit there and choose something over your kid. I'm of the mindset of...
What about... I know we're talking about that, but what if it was over what if it was over themselves, period? Like, what if the kid... What if it wasn't... Like, you're not going to pick drugs over your kid, but what if it wasn't no kid involved? Would you let them pick that vice or that fix or
no
over themselves, over their health?
No, I will still be.
I just wanted to
I
wouldn't either.
I still would be that friend that you can depend on. Like yo, listen, I see that you falling on hard times.
So just to make sure that we're clear for the listeners, because I get exactly what you guys are saying. I got
a story to...
Every fix is not a bad fix.
That's true. We're talking about bad fixes.
Again, that's what I said for the people who listening. They be like, well, I play the game. So do I.
Dude, we could tap into that.
Well, what's up? I play the game. Stress reliever.
Definitely is a stress reliever.
So when Shirley was like, you ain't play the game for 2 hours. Who ain't? Bullshit.
Do you got an example outside of the game? No, you don't.
No. I
get it. I'm trying to think.
So it could be TV.
For me, my fix is watching scouting tape, like watching NFL tape, like the coaches tape.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Because I was going to school for it. I was going to school when I first originally went to college. It was for sports management.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You probably told me. I did.
Yeah, and that was it's still one of my passions today. So I'm learning to watch tape and write down certain things. It's a little hobby of mine. Just so I might walk into fucking Howie Roseman one day. Howie.
So that's why you so good at man.
I'm not gonna say I'm better. I'm not gonna.
So he don't watch scout tapes. He's. Yeah. No, real talk.
Definitely. That was a setup.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Please.
Leave it.
I ain't taking the bait this time.
Leave it.
I ain't taking the bait.
It was good, but just cut all the other shit out. But leave that.
No, what's your story?
I remember
that's how you gonna know if you listen. Now he goes. That's how you know if you listen.
I remember one day I was at Nugget House, right? And she used to mess with this ball playing nigga. He was super ugly. I guess they must have found out main man was cheating. They was like, yo, we be back. But I knew what it was. Because I was, you ever see that meme of the young boy when he just be like, the young boy. It was one of those times. I was listening with the cup in his hand.
Do you know? Well, I'll get back to him. Remind me once you finish the story. It's something about him real quick. Wait.
I was just listening to their conversation while he was upstairs. So I knew it. But when she was like, yo, we'll be back, like I knew what they was about to go do. And I was just like, why? Like, first of all, he corny, ugly. Mind you, I'm like 14, 15. Like, corny, he ugly to see that.
If I'm mistaken, Nugget is your aunt?
Yeah, my aunt.
The one that is basically like almost the same age?
Yeah.
Or close to the same age. And she works at my job, right?
Yeah. That's
okay. I just was clarifying because anytime he say Nugget, right, the way he talks about it is like his sister.
That's literally, she was like, she's basically been like my older sister.
Yeah.
Or like,
so that's why I'm just confirming, bro. It sound, when he talk about it, it sound like they siblings.
But actually, I'm gonna ask her about this one day. See how she feel about that. Like if she was like, yeah, I was bugging. But I remember, like I just like what I did at that moment was like reiterate to her what she reiterated to me about chicks. Like, chicks do this, chicks do that. Like, she used to school me on shit like that. And I basically switched that shit around. And was like, wasn't you the one who told me niggas do this, niggas do that? I'm going in. Her and Sierra was like, sit your ass right there, we be back. I was like, damn, that shit ain't working. But it was like one of them Jones where it was like, it wasn't like a why him over me, but it was like a like how do you pick that nut shit over like something that's like, yeah, I mean, actually I might have been older than that. I might have been like 17, probably like 16, 17, old enough to know. Like I was out there, I was still doing my thing. She go over there, she let me stay out whenever I want. Still going to chicks' cribs and shit like that. So it was just one of them Johns. Like you picking dumb shit over your sanity, or you picking a nut ass nigga over your sanity, over your happiness, over your joy. It was one of them type drinks. So that's why I asked that.
Yeah, I mean, to Rome's point, some fixes are good. But then you have the fixes where it can be debilitating to one's health and one's family. Again, I've had Monty come home and tell me stories about how people, and again, you guys can chime in, about how people would come in to the daycare, parents duggy as shit, but the kid got on too small of shoes, and Monty realized that, damn, I changed you into these underwear yesterday, and when the kid's eating, they fucking scarfing the food down and try to eat somebody else food and shit like that.
Cause they don't eat at home and stuff like that.
Yeah. That shit, it shit boils my fucking blood.
That shit hard to look at.
Yeah, and then what makes, I'm not gonna say it makes me mad. It just shows how much of a good person she is. Like when she used to work at the John, not too far from here, she used to go to the Family Dollar and.
Oh wow! So she was in the thick of. Into the thick of it.
Yeah, she used to go to the go to the Family Dollar.
Especially around here.
Yeah,
God, Jesus
she used to go to the Family Dollar and like get clothes and shit for the kids and stuff like that. And it used to make me mad because it's like, damn, not mad at her because she's just being a good teacher, a good person, a good parent, a good role model. But it's just like it hurts that these parents who from the moments, they get a check or something like that, fucking rent $35 a month, and they taking advantage of the system, and they still cheating.
$600 check go to
the kid.
Yeah, to the kids.
That don't even go to that $35 rent.
Yeah, like they
and they still asking $40.
They using that $600 on this nigga, this fuckboy nigga, Timbs and Rims and oh babe, I need a new exhaust. All right, babe, that $600 check is coming. I got you. Where your kid is fucking 5 years old and you got shoe sizes too small now, 2 sizes too small, and you neglected it. Like that's the shit that, and then they don't see nothing wrong with it.
And the fact that y'all go through what y'all go through,
it makes it worse.
Yeah, that makes it worse. Because you have people, and again, it's not just me, my family, or your situation, whatever case may be. It's not just that. It's people who are out here who want to be adoptive parents, who want to be a shelter. And then what also hurts is the selfishness, and that is when people who let their child go, right? And this was I mentioned. They let their child go. They try to get themselves together. They think they have themselves together. And then they take the kid back from a stable environment, and then something happens to the kid. Like, that shit hurts not only the kid, it hurts the supporting family. Like, it hurts so many people. And it just pisses me off the way some of these parents and like people move in the world. It's just heartbreaking. Moving right along. And this is honestly...
I was letting you cook.
Oh, my fault.
I was letting y'all let me cook.
But no, because it actually touches bases with this kind of, because we always say parents say there's no guide to parenting, but they always say they always got the answers. Now, I've seen something yesterday, and I want to touch base on this just a little bit before I give it to y'all. There's a difference between knowledge...
Y'all still out here touching shit.
...and wisdom. Speak on it.
The difference between knowledge and wisdom.
So we all know that there is a difference between knowledge and wisdom.
I don't think he caught
knowledge and wisdom. All right.
Right. So the difference, obviously, the knowledge is, okay, I know how to cook. These are the steps to make a good dish. Right. Whereas the wisdom in you is the experience. Like, oh, they say 4 tablespoons, but wisdom and experience gives me that it's actually 6.
So, all right, it's about to be some hot shit. You ready? Knowledge can be taught.
That's fact.
Wisdom starts with a thought.
Just burnt your hand.
Hey, yo.
So you don't feel as though wisdom and experience go hand in hand?
It starts with a thought. Yes, to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
But you have to go through stuff to get, you go through stuff. Like prime example.
Like street smarts is wisdom.
It's definitely wisdom.
Because it starts with a thought.
I'm going to give you a prime example. Half the stuff that I cook starts with the thought. Either I'm on a porch or I'm in the bathroom and I get a thought.
A lot of thoughts happen in the bathroom.
Bro, master plans happen and they don't still be executed, but still.
You be in the shower and shit.
Yep. Duh, that's the spot. You be washing today.
Yeah, he was thinking about this room ain't sauce and he's taking the shit, bro.
Yes. Get the but anyway, so
nigga was doing the Shaq shit while wiping his ass.
Sat there one day like, this joke gonna be good. Yeah. It's really how it came
I'm
about.
using Scotch Bonnet instead.
Mid-wipe, I'm using Scotch Bonnet instead. Out of pocket.
But no. But from, I get in the kitchen, make some stuff, make a few mistakes here and there. Your wisdom comes from that thought. That was a bad thought to make this, that, and the third, or it was a good thought. Mm-hmm. And then, how can I make this better? Let's use this wisdom. I can use this lemon pepper that everybody else uses. Everybody else uses. Why? I want to be set apart. Just me personally.
You want to touch base on it?
Now
we said we move up monitor.
It's bedtime.
All right, so there's no guide to parenting, but you always got the answers for everything. I low-key think there is a guide to parenting. My mom and my pop, they told me how shit wasn't all peachy. I ain't gonna say always. Shit wasn't peachy. The stories that they tell me, shit wasn't right when they was growing up and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. To me, that's the guide.
The life experiences?
Yes. That's the guide. If you can acknowledge,
thank you for bringing that in because I didn't know where you was about to go.
If you can acknowledge the fact that, all right, so this stems from a conversation that like a 5-hour conversation we had, and I probably said certain things the wrong way, but it was from the heart, and then I was being honest, and I then was told that I caused a lot of damage. And the reason why I caused a lot of damage was because I did not know what they had to go through to get to where we all are today. Well, to get to where they are today, to raise us and to do the things that they need for us to survive and stuff like that, which is cool, right? But if you went through these things, like I told them right here, I literally just realized I had a voice when I was 30. That was 4 years ago. I'm 34 now.
Nigga ain't shut up since.
I ain't nigga. Nigga, I've been talking ever since, right? So it's like my guide to parenting switched when T.Y.
came back.
No, probably before that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say around when T.Y. was like 7. My God, like that's when my God kicked in, and it was just like I can't do this the same way. I can't
same way that they did, or the same. Okay,
I can't do it the same way they did. Mm-hmm. Like I gotta enforce him to be honest and open and have the connection with me to make him want to have these conversations. Mm-hmm. And I say it every week, how T.Y. and he just be blowing me away. Right?
Pause.
I hate you. I hate you.
I've been watching. Listen, it's playoff time. Because Chuck and Shaq don't make it no better, bro.
No, yeah, they be just yeah, he just be shocking me every.
Here we go.
Every time we talk. And
good job.
But it's like understanding how coming into grips with what my parents didn't do for me, like how we talked about the conversations with sex, drugs, and I mean my pop did on certain things to the fullest extent, certain things he didn't. My mom as well. That's a guide. I have a child. So even if you don't have a child, it's still a guide to life.
So what about the people who don't view it that way?
That's their life, not mine. They gotta walk. They gotta get their own lessons.
I did not fucking say that.
They gotta get their own lessons, and they gotta learn how to walk through it listently. Like that.
That's their life, not mine.
Seriously, because that's why we don't give people advice. We don't have an advice column. Like we don't have an advice segment of the pod because of that. How could you can't possibly tell me how to handle some shit and you ain't been through it. Yeah, my mom and pop got divorced when I was 18, 19 years old. Remember that long ride I was telling you to Virginia, the whole Asia? My pop was like, I just couldn't understand for the life of me how it affected you like that. You snapped out. No, stupid. Like he just couldn't understand that shit. But I also seen y'all for 18 years of my life.
So you had a routine too?
No, because
no, in terms of that.
What?
That was a routine.
Of what? Seeing them married? I guess if we could get deeper into it, we could break it down. But essentially, yes, it was a routine of seeing. Actually, yeah, because I told him, I was like, you gotta think, Pop. From the time I was a young buck, all the way up until 18, I mean like 3, 4, 5, all the way up until I'm 18, 19 years old. All I seen was married black couples around me. At least 10 of y'all. Every cookout. My cousins, my aunts, my uncles, everybody's happy. I'm going to weddings all the time and shit like that.
In weddings now, it's crazy.
Yeah, so you routine. Yes. Nigga, love, all that shit. I just came from a wedding yesterday.
That is hilarious that you say that, because the first time I was like, yo, I need some groomsmen. He said, my boy, he loves weddings. He loves love.
So, dog, like, I'm just instilled to love this shit, right? So
we should still get that LLC popping for that, too. Businesses.
Gotcha. So, at 19 years old...
The wedding party.
When my mom and pop come to me, and then we talked about this, too. The fact that he was just like, we not seeing eye to eye. The fuck you mean you not seeing eye to eye? That made me even more like... Y'all been seeing eye to eye for 19 fucking years. And
so let me ask you a question now, right?
Hold on, before you guys. So it was just like, when they did that, and me seeing all this shit, now it's only 2 left. I go from seeing 10, 11 married couples with kids and houses and all that shit to 2 couples. Not even mine. Not my parents. My 2 other aunts and uncles. That's it. Out of like 11. How the fuck am I married?
Knowing what you know now, right? And knowing what you saw back then, how can you make it transparent? So
here's the difference with that is, right? My mom told me why. But during the 5 hours down and the 6 hours up, me and my pop actually didn't talk about why he think,
gotcha,
or why his reason of why they're not. So we actually got to dip into that. But when I hear my mom's, it's like I was never that way. I was never what you experienced with him. Again, because it goes back to me. We literally got one thing in common with me and my pop and me and my mom. So with that, it's like, yeah, Mom, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how. That's the guide for me. Not knowing that. So I got to do way more homework in my own marriage.
That's what I was trying to get to.
So the guide is, because I don't know that, I need to do the homework to establish these things in my marriage. Is it hard as shit? Hard as shit.
Absolutely.
It's fucking hard, to the point that it actually had to make me come in here and say, yo, do y'all ever feel like y'all not good?
Every week.
Huh?
Every fucking day sometimes, man.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, man. Fucking drunk. So it's just like...
Yes.
Because it's like... So that's why I say it. Like, the guide is... So like when... And I don't want to rub no people the wrong way, but when people be like, I ain't had my father in my life, so I ain't know how to... Nigga, that was your guide.
That's not a logical excuse.
If you didn't have a father, that was your guide.
That's facts. That is so... Listen,
like, it's not a time...
1,000%.
It's not a time that T.Y. will ever tell you, I ain't know how to do it, so it was what it was because I didn't learn that. No, I had to figure that shit out, son, so it could benefit you. So if I'm ever not around, you will be to give Hero these same things. If I leave this earth today, I pray to God that everything that I've changed to help T.Y., or to change for me to benefit T.Y., that shit start kicking in to him. And again, it's gonna be more like he already not living the life of a fucking 13-year-old. So if God just so happened to take me off this earth, it's more on him.
If you would have took that ride to Virginia move that stuff and turn right back around and drive back the pod, yeah, you wouldn't have been here, big fella. I just want to put that out there. So we thank God for wisdom that we had to bestow upon you because Joe Jackson wanted to come back and pod. The hell?
Would have stopped at a Walmart with the
And did what?
With the sleep.
You would have took a cat nap. Cat naps work. They don't work when you're driving 5 hours. In 5 hours during 6 hours back, you can't. Man, I'll break your damn face. You want to talk about? You look. You want to talk about putting stuff before people? You tried to put the pod before your life.
I didn't try to know because we was podding the next day. I still would have been able to get at least like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I do that on a work basis.
It was originally going to be this, and I told you to stop that shit too. It was originally going to be the day off.
It's hard.
We could pod later on Sunday. What? Shut up, nigga.
That's more time.
No.
All right, man.
I'm sorry.
But-
Anthony going because we let him go. No, get out of here, dog. No. I hate that fucking pod. No, you're not doing that. Nope.
Dog, there's low key a guide to everything. If you didn't get it, that's a guide.
I didn't think of it that way, but I think that's
That's just how I feel. And there's people probably like on listening to this joint like, yeah, shut the fuck up. No, it ain't. I ain't gonna shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet.
Now that you say it,
yeah, but it makes sense though.
It makes sense.
I didn't view it that way. It's a different way of thinking.
if you think about it, my pop not being around was a guide.
Hell, my
Yeah,
body.
and you don't
do
have kids, but you got nieces.
Yeah,
And you also have a life of your own.
Facts. I literally told Monty, I said, I don't care how girly the fucking movie is. I'm taking all my nieces to go see Little Mermaid.
Wow. I like that. I'm not doing
me
it, but
too.
I like it.
Yeah, and I don't got no nieces, but I definitely want to take Bree and
And they're gonna have to, the parents gonna have to pay for the snacks, but
Me and my wife took her little brothers, and one of their cousins to see Mario Brothers. So I get the concept behind it.
yeah.
I understand. We pay for everything.
Listen, this is what we're gonna do. We need you to pay for these snacks, and we need you to be able to pick them up from this location here. So you can do whatever you want in this amount of time. But as soon as this movie over, okay, your kids back.
As soon as it's over, you better be outside. Heat. Here you go. No, that's what's up though.
Yeah, no, that's honestly how I feel about it.
Yeah, and the thing is, was like I said, like Rome said, you have, and that's why I love the pod. People's lessons that they learn can definitely open up others' eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're not telling us, "Oh, this is what you should do," but no, you're giving us a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I could see people saying it's not a guy is people not having aware thought and realize that they need to make them changes. So like I guess if let's just say you're a man, you didn't grow up with your father, so you don't know how to love women, and I say that that's a guy. Like if you don't know how to love women, that should be a guy. Somebody could say, no, it's not a guy. How am I supposed to?
Because you got your mother, and that's where you start at.
That's where you started, and then you also.
But you also been fucking bitches. You 25 saying you ain't got no guy, but you've been fucking bitches since you was 13.
Facts. Trial and error.
It's not a guy.
I was married at 25. That's not my story.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I, Jerome T.
What you
Johnson.
talking about,
And
T. Johnson?
No, it's all right. Listen to me. I was married at 25. Okay.
I'm just saying,
It's trial and error. Everything in
that's a
just
guy.
about life is just damn near trial and error.
you know, I don't got.
That's a
I don't
guy.
got service. Bring up the definition of
Nope,
guy, please.
we're not doing this. That's a guy.
Just for, you know what I mean?
That's a guy.
Just, I was just saying, everybody not gonna look at it like
my
that.
vote.
It's some people listening that's not going, and they gonna say the same thing. It's my vote, and ain't a fucking guy, ain't? You stupid.
Don't ever tell him. Come and tell us something better.
No. A structure or making which directs the motion of positioning of something. And it says a person who advises or shows the way to others. So it's the second one. A structure of making which directs the motion of positioning of something. Show or indicate the way to something. Direct or have an influence of the course of action. There you go.
That's a guy.
It's a guy. Whoa, my mom ain't raised me right. So that's a God. She was on drugs. That's God.
Yeah, just do the opposite.
No. So here's the question you asked him. I got you. Here's the question you asked him. Are you on drugs? No. Do you use drugs? No. That's a God.
Do you shy? Like, do you try to, like, if you got kids, do you tell them about that? Or when people, we went across, last week when I went to the store, nigga said to me, he said, "What's up, man? How you doing?" I was like, "What's going on, bro? Yo, let me get one of them, 2 of them waters, one of the." Like, all right. That's when I got the T-shirt. And let me get a 3X T-shirt.
Shirt?
Yeah, the fucking white beater.
The shirt that fit TY?
Yeah, the shirt that fit TY fit him perfectly too.
Crazy.
It's like, let me get a 3X T-shirt. Like, what's up, young boy? What's going on, bro? Hey, my man. What's up, man? You pop pills? Absolutely not. Oh, my fault. I ain't mean to say. So if he'd have been like, got them pills out, got that weed out, some shit like that, I wouldn't have answered him with absolutely not. Because I looked at him and said absolutely not.
When they say stuff like that, when they say weed out, whatever, you don't have to respond.
Yeah, like you don't have to respond or straight. That nigga said,
Can't see your face.
"You pop pills."
No, nigga, but clearly you are on them. You are on all of them.
Yo, no, like
This nigga was on all of the pills.
I said, "What the fuck?"
Absolutely
But
not.
man, we can move on to the next.
All right, man. So, it's going to be some funnier moves in this one.
Oh. How much time we got?
How am I your baby when grandma raised me?
I ain't had a problem now.
I mean, obviously, I don't think any of us had that problem. But there's people out in these streets.
Now, Big Gus did live with us. And Big Gus did, she did do her thing. Big Gus made sure, because like to the point where every morning for like, from like 4th grade to like 6th grade, I had a hot breakfast. It was grits, eggs, and bacon, or grits, eggs, and sausage every single morning.
So that's why. So that right there is completely different.
I know. I got you.
Yeah.
But let's just say that my mom wanted to say, "I cook for you all the time." Nope, grandma made breakfast. Nope, didn't do it.
I low key want to call Mel for that one, but I don't think he gonna answer.
Because listen, when I think of this saying, "How am I your baby when grandma raised me?" I only see you on the weekend.
You don't see him on the weekends. You only see him during the day. You don't even see him at night. It's not even the weekend. They party on the weekends. You crazy? What are you talking about?
I agree with that.
What are you saying?
Or
when
you only see them when you accomplish something.
Yeah, when you need them taxes.
You don't see you got my grandma got my social. You ain't got to see me for
But
that.
you're getting that information from grandma, and instead of you not breaking grandma off,
or you
or me,
raggedy alpha, little bald head
I
bitch,
don't got no clothes.
bald head bitch. You
The last time you seen me, I was 5'4". I am 6'2" now,
6'2", 250.
and that's only in a year.
Oh shit! What the fuck? What grandma feed you?
I had drank some of that Scoop Hill soup
Hey, what that?
when the water was contaminated.
Oh, all right.
And I had a growth spurt overnight.
You had a Dragon Ball. This is crazy.
But yeah,
That was in a year. What did grandma feed you in that year?
Oh shit!
well, yeah, it's just like you got the parents who just like let their mother raise their kid, and it's not for work related schedule shit or nothing. No, you just out here still being young and dumb and full of cum, popping your pussy, and now you pregnant again. And guess who's gonna raise that baby too?
Grandma.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't grandma raise a baby?
She shouldn't have to.
Grandma gonna take. So now this is about the furniture moving. No, grandma should not have to, but grandma know that her child ain't. So she's gonna do it.
Yeah,
doesn't make it
for
right.
the betterment of the child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't make it right.
I don't even got service to text. What the fuck?
Hey man, it's all right. It's okay.
Grandmama's gonna protect that grandbaby, but she shouldn't have to.
No, grandma should definitely protect.
Well, okay, grandma's gonna raise that baby as if it's her own. Right. Grandma's gonna make sure you get to school. Grandma's gonna make sure that you get to the school trip. Grandma's gonna make sure that your project is done. Grandma's gonna make sure that your fucking your uniforms is cleaned and you're fed and all of that shit.
Them clothes, big fella.
Exactly.
She washed them clothes.
She shouldn't have to.
Grits, goddamn.
She shouldn't have to.
I miss my grandma. God damn it.
She shouldn't have to. Now, when I say shouldn't have to, we all know that grandmoms love their grandkids. We all know that for sure.
Some grandmoms.
No.
I hate this boy. I swear.
We know a majority of grandmothers love their grandkids, right? Mm-hmm. And they're going to do whatever they need to protect them and whatever the grandkids is going to need. But it shouldn't be on them. They shouldn't have the onus to really have to raise their kids. And their kid is a grown adult with the ability to work, the ability to get a good job, ability to get a good home and have a good structure. Yeah. And low key, the kid can then resent their parents. So it's just like another downfall of trauma. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because then now I don't like you. No, now when you come around, your name is not mom. Your name is fucking Shakina or Shamika or whoever the fuck you are. You that's who you are. My mom is grandma.
Yo. It's a family friend. No, it's a family member, right? Mm-hmm. You know how like back in the day, like certain people would call Big Mama by their name or like by like a little whatever name, like how Medea name ain't Medea's name, shit like that. Like you know how like that was like the thing. Mm-hmm. It's a family member on Shara's side who called their mom by their mom name, and I didn't understand it until I actually got the story. This is kind of that.
Is this a Southern thing?
These niggas from Philadelphia.
All right.
But that's why I said I got when I got
so he called his mother
by her name.
By her name.
But it was off of how he was brought up. Like it just wasn't, a lot of things wasn't conducive to it. It wasn't helpful at all. So like, and then as an adult, like, they still go through certain things, and it's like what they needed mom for, and as a full blown adult with a house, mortgage, kids, full-time job, all that shit. It's still certain things that I need my mom for this, but I ain't like that whole the confidence is even gone. Like the confidence in knowing that or thinking that your mom could pull through for you on this one. Like this just one, mom. Like just not that one, not that one, not them four over there. But this one. To know that, yeah, you won't even pull through on this one. Like that's still there.
Damn.
Yeah, I want to call him. See, the shit that I can't answer myself, I want to call niggas.
This nigga want to phone a friend.
I do, because it's like, is for this. Like, but to put it in perspective, that's really how, like, it is. And it's like, damn, like, what the fuck?
It is. It really is. Anybody want to add anything? Because I feel like we definitely went in. I didn't want nobody to get mad at me for speaking not even my truth, because my truth basically means what happened to me.
And your truth is also what?
A guide.
And it's also a lesson. So we can move through life lissomely. But it's not my truth though, because I never experienced anything like that. My mom and my grandma, I'm not gonna lie, my mom and my grandma, they both raised me. But it's not like my mom depended on my grandmother to raise us.
Yeah.
There's a difference between help and then dropping your kid off.
Or when you got to go through that shit when there is no grandma to raise you, and now you just got to raise yourself, which is how the streets end up raising you.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, that's true.
But when the streets raise you and then you have kids, you can't raise your kids with a street mindset because you have a guide. And that guide is how the streets raised you.
Is that what the guy's called?
The guide is how the streets raised you.
It's about out of pocket.
Like, what part of the streets did you any good that's gonna help? I mean, did you put the street money away for your kids' future?
Hove did that, so hopefully you got to go through that.
So when you finally get in a position where you got the money, street, what you didn't do in the streets, you doing that in your legal life. It's a guy.
That's fun.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, so I just want to say this was a great topic. It was a great conversation to have here with my brothers. I know that we are kind of a week late on this, but Rome, who is your thanks for looking out?
My thanks for looking out go to the young lady who I gave a Lyft ride to, and she got in the car and she was like ecstatic. She got in the car. She's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Good morning. How are you?" Turn back around. She says, "Oh my God, is this the Black Men Working podcast?" I'm like, "The Black Married Men Working podcast?" She's like, "Yeah, that." I said,
You had it planned?
"Yeah, when that joint come out, I'm in the car listening to that joint like I'm never there."
I gotta stop cursing.
Yeah, we actually have been doing a lot better so far this season. So far. Except for Rome.
So anyway, so I told her, I said that's the name. I said, but we changed it to, Lesson and Listen podcast. And she was like, yeah. So I said, well, if you don't mind me asking, like, no, she's like, that's my one of my favorite podcasts. I'm like, so do you listen or do you watch? And she's like, well, I'm always gonna go, so I never have time to put YouTube on. I said, don't feel bad. I'm a part of the podcast. I only watch one episode. We've been going live on YouTube for 2 seasons. It's okay. We don't charge it to your head. We charge it to your heart. It's all right. So then she says, I said, well, how'd you find out about it? And she was like, one of my friends that posted something on Instagram, and then I saw it and I started following it. She's like, so I definitely followed you guys on Instagram. She said, and then we was on a like page, not like page. We was on the Explorer page. She said, I saw you guys on the Explorer page too. I said, yes.
Oh, shit, we made the Explorer page.
Said, what?
So my question is, how was her reaction when you told her that you were?
I said, that's my podcast. She said, shut up. I said, no. I said, it's me, Steph, and Ed. She says, oh my God. I said, I just want you to know I'm kind of excited because I feel like we got a fan. And I didn't even know we had fans. A lot of people that we did not know.
Yeah, we did not
we know one thing.
Yeah.
She's like, I listen to you guys all the time. And I was like, what season are you on? She's like, all right, it's okay. But I think her name was Chloe, so shout out to Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe. Shout out to you.
We appreciate you. And you got thanks for looking out?
You ain't asked my man Miguel. He had things for looking out.
Who?
Miguel.
Should you money now?
Somebody gotta do it. Where's money?
At work.
That's what I'm saying.
So is she at work? So here's the question: is she at work or is she at home from work?
Both.
No, she work overnight.
Yeah.
So she at home from work then?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah. She sleeps.
Because if you work overnight, 9 out of 10, she's probably
You get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, you go to bed. She said,
well,
after
last week she did a double.
Who
So
did?
she worked from 11 to 3.
I don't like no job that much.
And I think she still get forced to do doubles too because she at the bottom of the totem pole.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to her all day, so I don't know. She could have been forced to do. I don't know.
My man Miguel, his things for looking out was that tequila.
Rome.
Steph, what you think of it now?
See, we gotta be calling him Rome. And who's your thing for looking out, sir?
Do I have a thing for looking out? I can't remember his name, but his first name is Romeo. But that's all I can say. Thank you, Romeo.
So, first and foremost.
What the hell did Romeo do?
First and foremost.
Romero. I think his name was Romero.
Romeo sounded better. His name Romeo.
First and foremost, I want to give a thanks for looking out for all our mothers. Happy Mother's Day. We appreciate you.
Happy Mother's Day.
What?
At this moment, Shar is in fucking LA living her best life on my tab. On me and Brian's tab.
Get money.
B called me. He said, yo, Asia, Char, and Mira is in LA right now on our tab. B gonna say, yo, which one? Nigga sent me he sent me 3 Maseratis. And like a BMW.
It's always B.
It's always B. I hate this nigga.
Bro, listen, mind my business. He said, yo, I think we should. I'm like, all right, you know, cause you probably never heard the story about how you got like the car for the wedding. Cool. He says, well, I think you should do something different. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm down. So he starts sending cars. I'm like, wait, I don't know if I'm down. So wait a minute. What's happening?
Dog, the nigga sent me 3 Maseratis and like 2 BMWs and I think an Audi. He sent me like 7 cars, right? He said, which one? Bitch, which one? What are you talking about? He said, for the girls. I said, what girls? He said, for the wives when we send them to Mother's Day. Bitch, what Mother's Day? I said, nigga, I ain't got it, bro. He said, nigga, there's a lot going on right now. I did not think that was going to be, because they're going to be drinking and shit. I'm like, they might catch Ubers and shit. Mm-hmm. Man, he said, I got it. I don't give a fuck which one you get. And then he sent me, he sent 2 blue Maseratis. I said, nigga, they going to LA. He said, they going to be in Hollywood. I said, bitch, I do not care. It's trips all over LA.
Y'all sent them to Hollywood?
Yeah, the Airbnb in Hollywood. It's a nice joint, too. Delete, edit, all this. My wife can't hear none of this. It's always you, bro. It's always you. It's the 3rd time you did it to me. No. We went to New Orleans collectively, right? We didn't just send them. Then we had a fucking Telluride. Y'all getting Maseratis and BMW? Who did I just say just got the motherfucker? No, the LA was my idea. Mm-hmm. And it was...
you talking too much. We don't Nope.
Put it on my tab.
Boy,
that's what they doing right now. Just putting it on my tab.
My mom is in Maryland with her sons, her other sons.
No, I say what?
And when she told me she was going, I'm like, yes, I can get you a late Mother's Day gift because I ain't got it.
But I think it's a late Mother's Day gift.
This is a late Mother's Day gift because this sharp push gift. Send your ass straight down.
Push. Yes. She like, babe, I'll get a push gift. I said, yeah, when the baby come out, that's the push gift. That's the hell?
That's what I thought it was.
What are you talking about?
And
push.
Yeah, the Airbnb crazy though. Oh my god, that shit fire. I wish I was there, but
he's still talking.
Steph, what you about to? I said your mother's day. He's still looking out.
I said my mother.
So I forgot already.
Keep on talking.
Yeah. So
follow the game.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, check us out because you gonna keep talking.
Follow the game on the LNL Pod on all social media platforms. LNL Podcast 215 on YouTube. If you want to get our ANT_N.I.C.E on all social media platforms and _nice215 on Twitter. Yeah, Chef.
Starting out with Twitter this time. Who got _wings? Website theromanway.com. Instagram theromanway. Personal page. Damn it, I do this all the time. Chef Rome _89. Facebook Jerome Johnson. Thank you guys for all of the reviews y'all left on my website. I would greatly appreciate that. That means a lot. Book me. I'm out here. Steph?
Follow me on Instagram.
Book 'em! Book 'em!
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Hemkage, H1M Kage, Please follow join the group. The Listen podcast on Facebook. We got an announcement soon. How many O's?
Shut up, man.
Are enough to be here before.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Wrap this shit up. Revenue D.
What's your dad? What's your dad joke of the week?
He was prepared.
Where do you take someone?
Get the fuck out of here! He was prepared.
He was ready. That bitch was
I'm
locking
always
the
ready. Where do you take someone who was injured in a peekaboo accident?
A peekaboo accident?
Say it one more time.
Where do you take someone who was injured in a peekaboo accident?
I don't know.
Yo,
I'm tapping out.
Yeah, one of the funniest parts is looking at the looks on y'all face. Y'all be thinking hard as hell.
I'm tapping out.
No, give me 10 seconds.
And these be some of the dumbest jokes, bro. Hey, like, hold on, wait.
No, you know how I be like, no, we gotta edit that 10 seconds out. They leave that shit in there. Leave this 10 seconds in there.
Ambulance. Can't see because you can't see the hospital. Like what? I was thinking hard. And I was like, oh fuck it. I get
Where do you take someone who was injured in a peekaboo accident?
Mm-hmm.
The eye doctor.
Mm-mm. I was definitely about to go to eyes. Like,
Yeah.
I give up.
You take them.
This guy, I feel like it's about to be stupid as shit. It's about to be stupid as shit.
You take them to the ICU.
And on that note, we out.